You know, I think as Native people, we're just artistic to begin with. So, you know, for me, I always find putting on eyeshadow, you know, my form of expression and weaving different colors together. And it's interesting, I use the term weaving because that's kind of how I see it in terms of like a Navajo rug, in terms of how colors would be layered. So I kind of use that cultural background in my artistic expression in terms of like makeup. We have Indigenous people, we have Indigenous drag queens in our community. We just don't get an opportunity to be center stage as often, you know, whether it's at pride events, you know, or whether it's just at the local bar. So hopefully I'm hoping that this opportunity will allow us to showcase our artistic talent, but also allow the community to know that we have individuals here in the Denver area that are Indigenous, that are gay, that are LGBT, and that are also drag queens. So, you know, I think this is a very exciting time, you know, for us to be able to do this.
What's up, relatives? I want the people at the concert down the street to hear us. I said, what's up, relatives? There we go. Child, oh my God. What is going on over here? It is hot.
All my friends are drag queens. I hang around drag queens. You know, primarily my outside time out of work is drag, either helping, you know, friends, you know, do pageantry and stoning costumes, or, you know, helping style wigs, or just that conversation of recording them to say that, you know, we all practice together. You know, it's tough. You know, sometimes my friends don't have family because they got kicked out and we're their family. And so maybe coming in tomorrow and never been to a drag show, or maybe people are curious about, you know, drag queens and if that Native peoples. And so they maybe get to see us tomorrow having our culture and drag come together, and they get to have that open heart, open mind. And so maybe they get to see what IllumiNative does, but also what our relatives are bringing to the table tomorrow night with their culture from all different tribes of Turtle Island, even coming in and meet new IllumiNative, and hopefully start some new conversations and take that home with them.
In the 80s, I used to go by this name, Autumn Westbrook. And when I hit close to the 2000s, I decided I was going to change my name. And I wanted to change my name into something that was a little more political in sound, and I wanted people to sort of recognize Indigenous people at the same time, so I chose the name Landa Lakes. And Landa Lakes, of course, refers to the mascot on the butter of Landa Lakes butter. And I wanted to do very tongue-in-cheek and sort of make fun of that, but at the same time make a statement that Native people were more than just mascots. And when I did that, actually, it changed also the aspect of my drag. All of a sudden, it transitioned into storytelling and politics, and we went into many different areas. So today, Landa Lakes is quite different from Autumn Westbrook that I first started out as. I hope that when somebody comes and sees one of my performances, I hope that they'll take away either new insight into Native issues, or maybe they're Native and Indigenous and they come and they have this sense of pride because I might be telling a story about indigeneity. Or maybe I'm doing something that's just complete comedy and I want them to go home and feel really good about it.
All of it, girl.
And that's sort of how I think my drag is made up. I'll be funny, I'll be humorous, but also there's a serious side to it too.
I started getting into drag in 2015, and I think I got really tired of these identities being pushed onto me. Oh, well, you should perform to Enrique Iglesias, or you should perform to Pitbull. And there was just something that I didn't identify. For one, I'm a bit of a goth, so there's that. but also it was just not something that even before I could identify as. I'm finding pride in who I am, and I'm loving myself. I'm loving my skin color. I'm loving my background. I'm celebrating all of the things that I remember growing up doing, but always felt weird about saying this is what I identify as. What was awesome was having people who come from the same background coming up to me and being like, oh my gosh, I felt seen. I felt I can identify with that. That made everything, it validated what I was trying to do. I'm hoping that people who are Native, people who are reconnecting, continue feeling like validated and feeling seen and represented, and know that who they are and who they identify as and where their culture is important. And it is so important to continue and to, give on into the future generations so that it's not erased.
When we're talking about equity, when we're talking about equality, let's make sure that we're talking about every spectrum of the rainbow, so to speak, which includes Indigenous people, which includes Native people. What we got to be reminded of is to be intentional on who we include in our performances, in our programming, or just in the communities that we serve.
We're going to change the story and change the narrative because we've never had this before. And IllumiNative gave us that opportunity, gave us that voice to change the narrative here in Denver. And hopefully, this is a continued program that we can do this again in the future.